What's up, educator? How are you guys doing? I do sound a little better. I feel more congested. Thank you so much. I'm such a nerd. Yeah, totally. I've got a little tea. Andy. Andy is in the, okay, let's hear it. Thank you so much, Shop 801 Lane. I appreciate the raid. I thought you were not going to be on tonight, but thank you for showing the love and bringing it here. Yeah, the tea will help. Am I in tech? I am a tech. Yeah. I'm not in tech, actually. I'm just a real techie person. You are too? Oh, I hope you feel better. I did. I did it. I decided to show up as me like I have been. So I'll get started. So I'm doing the Happy Habits challenge. So thank you, Shop Happy, who's probably sleeping. I really hope she is. It's been a long day. It's been so fun, huh? Has everybody been hanging out all day? Sam Dog did her just first show today. I'm so sad I missed it. I missed your first show. I'm so bummed. But I heard so many good things, and you're gonna have a second show, so yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, so all day I kind of hung out. I was resting as much as I could, but there was like so many cool stories. Like you learn, you see people selling, and you don't really get to connect, and then you kind of get to hang out and check out. Yeah, I am. But I'm gonna push myself through this. Look, I've been going live on Whatnot. Like I said, I started on Whatnot. I started kind of checking out the app around 21, but I had an account, but it wasn't like what I was planning to do for a seller account, like very late 21. And then in 22, I was like, okay, I better get in with it. So I did, but I just pretty much like checked out sports cards. And I don't know, it was just different. It was different. It's like the Wild West in the sports cards. There was certain categories that just didn't exist. And then I had been watching some YouTubers. There was like 4 of them. And they were like all pumped up about this Whatnot app. And when I first heard about it initially, I thought, hell no, I'm not going to go live on camera. That's just bizarre. Very awkward, I'm not on QVC. And Bonnie, hello. How are you doing, friend? Anyway, I was like, I'd give it a shot. I mean, I'm selling on other platforms. I was doing pretty good, but like there was something interesting about Whatnot. So I applied, I became a seller. I got approved in August of 2022. So there was just barely a vintage decor category, but that's what I specialized in. So I got the approval. And back then we had to actually prove that we were legit. We weren't scammers. We had inventory. We had a track record online proving that we, sold items. We had good reviews and things. And it was great because there wasn't really that many sellers. And it was kind of like a new relationship, right? In a way, because you're connecting completely different with buyers. There was a lot of buyers who hadn't become sellers yet. And so, but even back then, there were a lot of people who were new at it. So they would go buy it from the new people and resell it in their stream. And it was like this circle. It was pretty funny, actually. And it still happens today. But now there's way more sellers. And yeah, no, I mean, remember that? Yeah, I'm not a fraud. Here's my inventory. I remember when I first got approved, they made me resubmit my video or my pictures because at the time, I had like shelving units in my shed and some of the inventory was there. And then they said, oh, can you resubmit it? Because I put a video. And I'm sure they probably do. Yeah, I'm sure. I still have the video I submitted. I was like, okay, here's my inventory. And it was like just say 5,000 items. I had a lot of inventory. And then I got approved and I had to do the onboarding. So the onboarding would be like a one-on-one. Well, technically not a one-on-one. You thought it was. There'd be like 40 other sellers in the Zoom call. And a person who worked for Whatnot would basically walk you through like the basics. And it was pretty simple. Yeah. You showed them your closet. And then some people never had that. So when I did the onboarding, it was pretty basic. Then you took a little quiz with 5 questions. There was no teaching, training. I mean, you had to be ready to go. But it was basic stuff like, what kind of shipping do we offer? Priority mail, things like that. and then you passed it, and then you're like, okay, you could go live now. And so I didn't go live right away. I actually scheduled my show. I remember it was, I think it was on a Tuesday, and it was titled, You Did It Too. It was titled like Selling My Mom's Hoard. Shh, don't tell her or something. And so it was at 10:23 a.m. That's always been my start times usually, or p.m. And my mom was like laughing about it. She didn't care. And I went live and somehow it glitched and ended my show. And I was like, what kind of crap is this? Screw what, man, I'm done. I'm not doing this. And I quit. I thought this was the dumbest thing. I am super techie, total rookie. Yeah, here I am a really techie person, but even the techiest could make a mistake. And I thought, that's kind of weird. So I gave up for like a week and I went around to the app and I was checking out other sellers just to see. And I'm watching these guys like literally sell vintage crap out of the back of their trucks in their cars outside. And I'm thinking, if these guys could do it and they're so easy going, I could totally do this. All right, I'm going to give it a shot. And one of my friends actually became one of my friends on the app, Griff's Thrifts. He was selling stuff. So I bought some cameras from him and he's like, just do it. You got nothing to lose. You're going to see what happens. And back then I was watching the app and watching like different sellers and see what they were doing. But see, I was watching all the clothing sellers do their cat fights back in like July. So I'd already kind of got an idea like, I don't want to sell clothes. I don't sell clothes. But the vintage decor was like totally different. There was nobody on past 8 o'clock at night. Nobody. And so I was like, I did the 10th. So I did my first show. I sold like 9 items. And a few of the buyers that shop with me in that first show still shop with me today. And I remember that feeling. It was like the biggest dopamine hit. It was so exciting. I just sold 9 items in an hour. What? And then I packed them up, shipped them out, and I did it again. And I kept going. And back then I had like this little shopping basket where people could I did giveaways and people would like be able to pick out their giveaway and it was kind of fun. And it was always the iNsOmNiAc Club. So then I started kind of watching iNsOmNiacs from day one. I started watching whatnot and I noticed there was nobody on in vintage decor like after 8 o'clock. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start going live at 10:23 p.m. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Get it? D? Because I wanted to brand myself. And so I did that for 9 months, exactly 9 months on the app. And my sales were crazy. I mean, I was really selling a lot of stuff back then. And then I did a lot of education, though. I started helping people on the app from probably day one, but I didn't start Coffee Talk, my chat show. And it used to be called Spilling the Tea. And it started January of 2023. I think it was like January 10th or something. I just thought I should do it. I really enjoyed it and helping people. Yeah, and it was so much fun. And the app was completely different back then. It was so much different. And it's changed so much, through good and bad. You've seen a lot of sellers join the app, and you've seen a lot of sellers leave the app, right? What's up, Simply Smarter? Yeah, you've seen a lot of people leave. And it's not easy work. It's hard work. It requires a lot of commitment. So as I did this project, going live every day, Sunday night through Thursday night, and the Friday, Saturday was just family time, I decided to, I didn't really decide to do the 365 project. I won't get into the specifics of it, but I will say that something traumatic happened to me on the app. And it shifted I pivoted. I pivoted in a big way. It was either quit this app, because this is some bullshit. And I'm going to be pretty real here. Or, think about it. So I just went on a little bit. I had to step back. And it was a different time. But you know what? When you want to quit something because somebody else caused you some trauma or some pain or some problem, they win. And I don't like to give up. I don't really like to quit very easily. And I really love this. And so something inside me was just like, you got to face it. What happened? And it wasn't anything I could have really done to stop it. But I was like, I'm going to go live every day until I have no PTSD over this. because I was definitely not nervous to be on camera or anything. I mean, I stream all my shows to YouTube. I'm not shy at all. Not really. And in the beginning it's awkward, but so anyways, long story short, I created the 365 project where I was planning to go live every day for whatever amount of time I needed to at 10:23 p.m. And I'm going to tell you that first month was brutal. It was very stressful, very hard, but I pushed through it. And I had so many supportive people who had been there the day of the event, what happened to me. But I didn't let that stop me from doing something I loved. And the people in this app are incredible. Um, yeah, I kept going. So I have actually, what's kind of funny about it is I started going live June 1st, 2024, and I've been live since. I'm okay. I'm not going to talk about it because, it's kind of like my trauma, but it was just somebody disrespected me and they got in disturbed my peace. But they're not able to do that anymore. And life goes on, you have to work through some hard stuff. Some people know, but it's something I don't want to discuss anymore. That door is closed. But I appreciate, but I am okay. Yeah, I am okay. But sometimes you got to pivot and you learn things. The internet isn't exactly a safe place. And there's so many good people on here, but like there's some people that just want to create some problems because they have nothing better to do. Oh, yeah. Never. I never do. I have a different attitude. My attitude's even completely different now. Anyway, so through that 365 project, I made it. I did it. I stopped thinking about it. Every now and then I talk about it because it's called awareness. I want to make people aware that you shouldn't share like everything on the internet. You have to be very protective of that and careful. I stream on YouTube all the time. So like I have kids. I'm a parent first. I don't say my kids' names. I don't have consent from my kids. I got to protect them. Yeah. So the 365 is my plan where I chose to go live every day for 365 days for 1 year. So I'm now on day 520. I've been live every day and I've been through the shit. I've been through some hard things, but haven't we all, And every day, you're right, educator. I am better today. I kind of have I kind of don't give a shit about a lot of stuff right now, but unless, it's important to me. 2 plus 1. Yeah, exactly. I'm on beast mode. I'm on a I don't give a fuck mode. I'm gonna be honest. Certain things I worried about. I just can't worry about them anymore. Life is so short. You gotta have fun. You gotta laugh. We tend to overthink. I don't want to anymore. One of the biggest things for me is about Whatnot is I always created like a safe space for everybody. So people came to my stream. I loved keeping it like healthy, trauma free, keep your drama out of here. That's been my thing. And I've always told people like, sometimes we overshare. Okay, that's fine. But sometimes, not everybody has earned the right to hear your story. Yeah, I don't. I'm completely changed. And it's in a good way. It's not in a bad way. It's not in what happened to me. It's just, through all this, I lost my mom. She passed away in July, and that was really hard. But I still went live. I can't believe I did, but I did. And you know what? It changes you completely. Some of you know, some of you don't know, but it puts your focus like in a different direction. But I'm gonna be okay. I'm just gonna learn how to. I'm learning how to like manifest, like maneuver through life without the mom. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you have to be on that. I'm not on the island though, but I'm excited about to see what's gonna happen because every day, one day at a time. Yeah, thank you, Sam Dog. I appreciate that. But I've always tried to keep my streams like on the up and up, positive. Sometimes I just have real chill, but I've always kept my streams to be like healthy. So if you ever feel like you need a safe space, no judgment, come hang out. I don't expect people to shop, always. Sometimes people just want a place to chill. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and I showed up every day. It's crazy to me that it's been 520 days. It's hard, not gonna lie. It's so hard to do it every day. But I do it late at night. Kayfabe. No, I know. I understand that. But I'm a different kind of person. I prepared. I videoed my mom like crazy. I interviewed her. I know a lot about her life. And it's not the same, but I can watch it anytime I want. She's literally on demand, mom on demand. Yeah. I know the time goes quick. What do I sell? A little bit of everything. Typically vintage decor, but I do like to do blind boxes where you rip and ship. I like durables, technology, like electronics. I like to sell some of that stuff. Every now and then I'll have a sports card show. I'm trying to like decide about having this jewelry show. And so like estate sales is my category now. I switched over. No, I collect doll heads. Yeah, I collect weird shit. It's all behind me. You guys can't really see it because of the circle, but there's a lot. Yeah. But anyways, I'm doing the Shop Happy challenge. I'm gonna stay on for an hour because I usually do my show tonight. I'm just gonna make it this one show. Oh, I do have my tiny pecker collection. That's right. All those animals with wieners. I mean, it's just funny. Yes. So I'm on the West Coast. I'm in California. And so it's, I don't know what time it is. I don't have a clock here. It's like Vegas. Oh, it's almost 11 o'clock. Yeah. Hold on one second. I want to do, oh, YouTube is getting crazy over there. What's up, you guys? I like how you yap and don't read the chat. You guys are beasts tonight. Oh, I'm getting proposed to. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Sometimes when I multicast, I get a lot of people that ask questions and they're all going crazy. Yeah, you guys, there's two chats. There's one on Whatnot. Come over and join us. Tina, what's up? You're in California too? Where's everybody at? If you guys want to ask me a question, you can ask me any question. I mean, tonight is just like meet me, get to know me. Mimics is proposing. You're from Uranus? Uranus? Alabama. Nice. Tina. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. for you guys. Mississippi. Almost 2 a.m. Long Island, New York. What's up, New York? How you doing? Just up the road. Oh, Santa Barbara's great. Tennessee. I love it. I have a best friend that lives up near Santa Barbara. Yeah. Will I go to bed before coffee talk? I might change coffee talk. I might change it in the morning. I have it at 9:23. Where's Santa Barbara? Hush now. It's really good. It's a London fog. Yeah. What's up, Trish? It's Earl Grey, little black tea, and a little bit of oat milk, like 1 tablespoon of sugar, and there's a little bit of honey in it. That's about it. Yeah, it's not sweet. Oh, you're about 90 miles? Can't sleep? I know. Does my husband fall asleep when I talk? No, I fall asleep when I talk. Yeah, you guys are funny. Oh, go for it, Mimics. You're from India? I'm good, thank you. Oh, Philip, I'm sorry. I have to get rid of this person. I don't deal with any of that. Yeah, no racism. Sorry. You get out of here. Actually, not sorry. You're from England. Are you really? Wow. Yeah, so you guys, I don't know what's going to happen with this 365 project. So after 365, I want to get back to this. I decided to, after I did a year, I told everybody, we played like a mystery game. Did some giveaways, and there were tiny mailboxes called Mailbox Madness. It's like a giveaway game. Sometimes I do. And I told everybody I was going to do 1,000 days. 1,000 days. So I'm in it for 480 more days. That last day is gonna I don't know, but they get banned. Oh, there's a whole bunch of trolls using that word. Yeah. Yeah, for myself. Nothing to prove with anybody. I just wanted to try something different. And I was already going 365 days, so why not continue it? I mean, who knows? Maybe, I mean, I've been live every day, every single day. And so thank you, Fox. Thanks for the tip on YouTube. I appreciate you. It is so many days, but I'm learning something every day different about the app. I'm not burned out. I know. I know. I'm not burned out. Maybe I'm going for a record. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know. Well, you know what? In the morning, I'm going to do all my tech support stuff. Today's supposed to be all about me. This is part of the happy. This is all about the happy habits. Meet me. I tell you guys some things about me. I mean, I feel like I always talk to you guys. I don't necessarily, tell every detail. I could tell you a little bit about my background, about something I'm working on. I've been a photographer for most of my adult life, and I have insomnia. Okay, that's a good question. So I have insomnia, and also I'm a parent, so at night, that's like my not really like my me time, but it's kind of like where I'm most creative. And a lot of times I would be editing videos way back when, because I've always been doing like documentary style. No, I'm not. Actually was like I was kind of like a second shooter photographer for weddings and like basically detail photographer. Yeah, I would work with some big photographers, and I love doing that. Where I would just grab the candid shots from a distance, like, the bride's dress, the shoes, the rings, all the different things. And I love doing that. I loved it. All right, sounds good. Um, anyway, I love doing that. I did it for a long time. And excuse me for a second. I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. Okay. Anyway, I did that for a long time, went to school. Once I did like the wedding stuff, it was very demanding. There's like a lot of bridezillas, I guess. And I just finally like decided to change it. And I started doing newborn. And I did that on my own. And I started doing like family portrait. Newborns are great. And it's just so sweet. And it's like capturing them at like, no, not right now. Go over there. I could give it to you if you want, but don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm just having to block every person that's doing that. I don't know why people do that. I do too, Sam. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to like turn this YouTube thing off. I've got massive trolls writing terrible things. Well, it's great for the algorithm. It's just not my channel. So I can just keep blocking them. Anyways, so I did a lot of newborn, and then I just started doing a lot of family portraits. And I really love that. And in between all that, while I was going to school and doing photography, I started to create my own project. It's called Recaptured Family. And I was basically taking old, family kind of heirlooms that were passed to my family through glasses, different things, photographs. And I was matching half of the faces up with half and different things on me, on my family, on my kids. And so I've been working on that series for on it like 20 years. It's like connecting with the past. I really love genealogy, so it's like kind of like my lifelong project. That's something that people don't all know about on Whatnot. That's just like my passion project. And yeah, 20 years I've been working on that now. I don't think I'll ever finish it. Yeah. It's really cool actually. One day I'll show it on here. But I've like some of the portraits were they're pretty interesting, like no way. Really? I showed it way in the beginning of Whatnot. Yeah, I have like I love to collect like old photo albums I figured you were. I figured some old photo albums, like the old ones that were where they would glue the pages and the photos in them. And so like early 1900s. And so I use those and then I mock them up with my pictures. But some of them just, I don't know, they're different. Yeah, like I have my great grandmother's wedding ring, and I would do some special effects and then have a skeleton hand. And like Beyond the Grave is that series, and with her wedding ring on the hand, just different. But just I was feeling that, try to kind of tell their story and stuff. And I don't know, I probably shot like over 100 pictures on just that. But I just kept going. That's my lifelong project. Yeah, I thoroughly like enjoy that. And I really love genealogy. I've been doing that for years. I actually got paid to do a lot of family trees and DNA matches and stuff. But I kind of took a break from that for a little bit, maybe like about a year, maybe 2 years. So I just do small stuff. I don't take clients on for that. And let's see. Yeah, photography is my thing. So after I did like newborn and portraits, I started to get back into product photography. So I kind of am a product photographer slash designer. So I actually do graphic design for some companies. Basically big giant catalogs, which are like tedious, kind of boring, but I kind of like that kind of work for now. And that's what I do like on mine. I don't know about a jack, but I just like I'm a Pisces. I like to do different stuff. I think I get too bored doing the same. Yeah. And so this Shop Happy Challenge was just like a great way to connect in the community. What's my favorite way to waste time? Is that Andy? What's up? I don't know. Maybe take a nap. Sleep. Sleep is kind of like a waste of time sometimes. Can I do epic splits like Jean-Claude Van Damme? Yes, I can. I could do backflip too. Yeah. Let's see. Good questions. Yeah, you guys are funny. Sleep is using time. Yeah, I guess. What do you guys think of this challenge today? I mean, it's hard to kind of get on and talk about yourself for a whole hour. I done 30 minutes, so that's not too bad. Yeah. Welcome in if you're just coming in. I think it's so great. I love that, Shop Happy. This is the second one she's done. Shop Happy 2019. Hey, Custom Woodburning. How you doing, Tamika? You did? Oh, that's great. Yeah. At first, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna make the time because I usually do my regular stream every day. Today, I decided to just do this because I had been sick and I wanted to kind of, you know, I just kind of wanted to do this. Oh, you did above? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see that. Oh, hold on. Mm, that's hard. Yeah, that's hard. You never get anxious before shows, but I was totally nervous for tonight. You were? California Chic Boutique. I didn't get to come to your stream. I was lurking at a lot of them while I listened and cleaned up. You don't like attention, you don't want to focus, but you did all right. I do. I have a bunch of new items in my store. I actually have a pretty good buy it now, and I want to actually grow my buy it now to be a lot larger. The problem is I need some kind of sorting like we all do. Yeah. I still went live every day. And I mean, you go through some things. Some things it's just we all can relate. We go through hard things. It's proof that you can do anything. You set your mind to it. Yeah. I'm a pretty, I've been through things in life and I go through I'm pretty positive. Like I'm optimistic. I don't I don't really want to waste time. Life is so short. You were only on for 20 minutes because long day, and yeah, for sure. I totally get that. Yeah, well, I hope you feel better. Yeah. I don't know. I love being on live on Whatnot. I seem to like not be selling. So this challenge was perfect for me because sometimes you get in habits that you're so comfortable with. It's not lazy, it's just you get too comfortable. So I need to get back, and it's a good accountability challenge too. So tomorrow is called Test It Out Tuesday, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do. So tomorrow I'm supposed to try something different, bundle, adjust my pricing, random pools. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Thank you, thank you. Um, and you got to post it on social. I did forget to post this on social. Amy Beth, how you doing? Maybe test it. You think I should? Yeah. Lucifer, you don't even have a good joke for me tonight. I had to get rid of a couple people off YouTube. I was told to test out twerking. I mean, I could twerk. Yeah, I am Amy Beth. A little bit. Yeah. I'm completely plugged up actually. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I don't know about coffee talk tomorrow. So how about you guys? What kind of show would you like to see me do? There's a good question for you guys. Thank you. It was red actually. It's washed out, so it's kind of getting pink again. I did have my hair pink for a while. I have not. It's really good. What is it on Netflix? Yeah, I got to make you guys work. Hair dyeing tutorial. I probably am not allowed to do that. A hot chip challenge show. Damn. Try not to fail. Very good advice. Thank you, Cobra. Cobra, thanks. Yeah, come on, Mimics. I'm waiting. Mimics, they were wild over there on YouTube, huh? I banned every single one. There was like 20 of them. Yeah, that's just not okay. I banned that word, but they put it on one line. It was crazy. I mean, when people do that, it's good for the algorithm, but it's terrible what they write, and I can't ban that. I'd have to ban every letter. You think I should do a live with me making a hunk journal? What the hell's a junk journal? Yeah, I already done that. Yeah, I probably won't do one of those again, at least for a while. You think it was network TV, maybe ended three? Oh, I have to check it out. I like the hunk journal though. Who could we put in there, Tina? I have no, I'm not, Cobra. Yeah, hunk journal then. Okay, fair. What are we doing? 1980s jewelry? What's up, Amy? I actually have jewelry written down because I have a lot of it. Yeah. Because test it out Tuesday, and then what's new Wednesday. I was kind of gonna do jewelry, and I'm gonna do an hour on those selling, and then theme it Thursday. I might just do I don't know, I might do jewelry this week. Oh, like in Weird Science, but a man. All right, I'm down. I don't know, Cobra. We can put the Whatnot Guy Sellers in the Hunk Journal. No, I'm not. You want to? I would put Pierre as number one though. Pierre is number one hunk. Perfect man. Can't talk back. Pierre is her jewelry box. Wait, baguette. Hey, Sam Dog, see you tomorrow. Yes, it is late. It's been a long day. So anyways, what I wanted to also say is I couldn't be doing my 1000 days challenge without all of you. So even people that aren't here tonight, people that are here hanging out, people that don't talk in my chats, they just lurk. Thank you. Because, I could still talk to myself, but not, you guys make it so easy. You guys all make it so easy. So thank you, thank you. Corporate Goth, what's going on? What time are you going on? Did you do it already? I was almost going to change my show. I meant to message you earlier. You did? Dang. Is there anybody else? Am I the last one? Well, yeah, you guys, Corporate Goth is doing her, so go bookmark all her shows. Um, I'm gonna meet her soon because Andy's supposed to take us to lunch. Oh, Cat Dan? Okay, nice. What are you doing for Test It Out Tuesday? She'll be off before me. Yeah, because I'm doing an hour, but I'm about 37 minutes in. How to get a girl. I need your advice. Oof. Who is Andy? Andy's so meta. Andy, raise your hand. I'm sure he's here. He might not be. He was in here a little bit ago. Oh, you can do a surprise set? That would be a good one for brooches if I did that on Thursday. Jen's Multiverse, what's up? How are you doing, friend? I got approved. Whoops, I shouldn't do that. It was pretty quick, actually. You were going to raid me, but fell asleep? Yeah, so I'm doing the Happy Habits challenge. And I'm only doing the Happy Habits challenge because, one, I'm really excited to like get and hold myself accountable. Even though I'm live every day, it becomes a habit. It becomes easier to do all the time. But I really love Shop Happy so much. She's like my sis. We never met, but it's like we just know. And my twin is Q, if you didn't know. I really look like her last night. That's what she said. What's up? There's Andy. That's Andy Cafe. Yeah. And of course, repurpose resells. My other sis. I just love them. Your cousin. And that's my cousin over there, Peacock. That's right. And I was trying to think like when I met Shop Happy, and it was way before when they went to New York, because I would lurk in the clothing seller shows, and I want to say that they were on in like July of 2022, and I would watch them, but I didn't really like, even in Brooke's show, I didn't really like chat. I would just lurk. I didn't know anybody yet, so I was just like, oh, let's just check the app out. Yeah, and yeah, and you know what? Then I would start, I think right around 23, like just early 23, I started chatting on some of the shows. Oh, you already following him? Yeah, we are the Corn Sisters, Tina. That was a special moment. I'll treasure it forever. Yeah, I remember when some of the clothing sellers would be like having these cat fights, like who could sell the most, and they would have back to back because nobody could do co-selling. And we asked way back when, please give us co-selling. We really want it. Come on, whatnot. We're still waiting. Yeah, we're still waiting. I mean, there's a way to do it, but you got to be a nerd. You got to have double devices. It does work. It's just it would be nice to be able to do it where I could co-host somebody. Jen's Multiverse could be on split screen, and when I sell something, it goes in my bank account. When she sells something, it goes in her bank account. So we each separate shipping labels, but of course we don't have that. So who knows? We may get things like that. But we've gotten. When I started on the app, we did not have tips. We didn't even have raids. Um, it would increase sales like crazy because it would make it fun, and it would make it so exciting for so many people that have been on here, because it becomes the same thing over and over and over. You have to like constantly pivot. But if we had co-selling, it would be incredible. It would be incredible. Yeah. How many of you would love to have co-selling on the app? There's so many apps that already have it, but we don't. And who knows why. Yeah. Even Kayfabe would do it. Yep. You heard it's in the works? I don't know. I haven't heard that yet. I mean, it's been talked about, but I don't think it's on like the priority. Yeah. I don't have any special info. I just know that we've been asking and asking and asking. Yeah, maybe. Why not? Do you hear me? Co-selling. It would be great too, because like, some of us help other sellers. It'd be great to invite somebody on like doing their first show and help them out. Yep. Maybe it's coming. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's coming in the future. Maybe it's in the 5-year plan. I mean, Whatnot's only 6 years old, so maybe that's not their focus, and maybe that we'll eventually get it. Yep. Oh, Peacock's awesome. Yeah, so I don't know. Okay, I have a question for you guys. What would be like your or I should say I should tell you this. My dream feature on the app, honestly, would be like gosh, there's so many things I would want. Co-selling for sure would be number one. Um I wish there was like a better onboarding. Number two for me would be the onboarding. I don't think that everybody should be able to get approved instantly because I think it kind of messes up our community. We're all working so hard to keep this community really good, but I think that is like a big one. Yeah. But and so going back to like my why I do whatnot. Why not? I'm on here all the time. I try different things. Yeah. Yeah, you got approved quick. What year you guys put in the year like when you started on whatnot, like as a seller, not a buyer, but just as a seller, 2024. In my opinion, Cat Dan, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was your show? Welcome in. We're doing the Happy Habits. How was yours? I know we went on so late tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate the raid. Hey, Dutch, how you doing? September 25? Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I'm doing really good. A little sick, but I'm good. Yeah, I just talked about myself a little bit. Black Knight, what's going on? Hello, Jack. Dancing squirrel butt. You'd love it. Thank you. It is kind of hard to do. I mean, I've talked about myself. I don't know. You guys can ask me any questions if you want. I may or may not answer them. I told them, what I do for my career, how I came to Whatnot, how long I've been on Whatnot, how I like marketed myself. Oh, here's the other thing I didn't. When I started here, I'll talk to you guys about this a little bit. That's what you said. When I first that's none of your business, Brom. Sorry. Okay. So when I first came to Whatnot, I really didn't have a social media. I had Instagram with like 30 followers or something like that, maybe 100. And I had YouTube, but I did nothing with it. I think I had like 10 subscribers. And I decided and I always thought I should make some videos about like technology, how to use apps and stuff, right? Like I'm very good at teaching. I also used to teach people how to use like tutorials. So I would do like where I would go into the computer and coach them. So I did that for like a small company for a few years. And I love that. So I've always had that technical kind of background. As a photographer, like you're fixing your lenses, you're fixing your cameras all the time if they break, right? And so I did that and I really enjoyed it. So that kind of is like the teaching part for me. But when I was considering doing YouTube, I thought, oh, I don't really want to do that. It seems like a lot of work. And I never looked at it like doing it for any money or anything like that. But so I would make a couple of videos here and there and post them. And I'm just like, here I am. One of the other projects that I do with being a photographer is I really love to interview people that are 90 plus years old because I like to hear their story. And then my friends or business associates have hired me to do like documentaries on their grandparents. And I've just really enjoyed doing that. And so putting all that together with YouTube, I was just like, eh. So one day I decided that I should because I already have another couple of YouTube channels, one with, all those type of videos on it. It is very amazing what you can learn from other people who are, much wiser, more experienced in life and things. And when I started doing that, I just got more of an appreciation for people. And you just learn, from them. Anyway, with YouTube, I didn't really want to put into another channel. I had a photography channel, and then I have the videography one. But it's just one for my business. But it's one of them has grown pretty good. Anyways, long story short, so I just started putting clips here and there, not thinking anything. And then Whatnot had beta testing for multicasting to YouTube. I was like, oh, I want to try it. And that was like in 2023. So I've been multicasting 99% of my streams to YouTube because every now and then there's a glitch and it doesn't work. And since I've been doing that, and I've been also, engaging with the chat over there for most of the time. Sometimes I don't. I did already engage over on YouTube a little bit earlier. Hello, Bill. And because sometimes it's just wild questions, but when you're doing a more serious thing like this, you have to like just say hi and not engage too much. Because it can be distracting because it's very funny most of the time. And anyway, I just kept doing it. But what happened is that I ended up getting monetized on YouTube and making a little bit of income. I didn't ever even thought about that. I mean, you gotta get a lot of views for that to keep growing it and constantly feed it like content all the time. So I started releasing like videos and clips and shorts, and I'm just kind of trying to be more consistent with that. But it's a lot of work. And Instagram, on the other end of Instagram and Facebook, I also multicast over to those as well. Not every day on that Facebook. Facebook, I'm only doing it when I either have a coffee talk or I do a selling show. I will push over there. Tonight I didn't turn this one on. I think I only did YouTube tonight. And I kind of like doing it. Hopefully people find some stuff helpful when I do the chats. I specifically do them because I want to help people, but also you never know, there might be somebody that just wants to come hang out and they end up becoming a shopper with you. I open that up. I don't limit it. Yeah. And I don't know. Hello, Jessica. I don't know. I just really when I first came on, I was a super critic about myself. I didn't like my voice. I wasn't a fan of it. But I let that go. I didn't care. I'm just gonna be me. That's the one thing I'll say is always show up as yourself, be genuine. Don't try to pretend you're someone else. Don't compare yourself to anybody else on this app because there's no one like you. I know there's no one like me on the app. We're all unique. We all got something great to offer. Um, no, thank you, California Chic. I get that a lot. And in the beginning, I was just like, well, that's kind of weird. But to be honest, I'm very grateful that people are so kind about that. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. I'm not doing any customer service tonight or because I don't work for Whatnot. This chat is a totally different, this is about healthy boundaries. So I'm not going to do any of that kind of tech support because I'm not a Whatnot employee. And this is just a fun challenge I'm doing to meet me Monday. You can come back. You can come back tomorrow when I do coffee talk for that Black Knight. Yeah, I don't typically when I'm doing one of these challenges, I stay to the respect of the whole group doing their thing because everybody says, listen, we're doing this challenge. We're gonna stick to the rules, and so that's what I'm doing tonight. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh, that's a good idea. All right, I'm gonna put a poll real quick because I do like a poll. That's like two polls right there, though. Hold on, I gotta read it a little bit closer. If it's someone's first time here tonight, oh, okay. I got it. All right, I'll just do a quick one. So it's basically going to say, is this your first Shop Happy 2019 challenge? Yes, no, or first time with D, meaning, you didn't know about the challenge, you just came on over here. It was being created, so just a little. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's a good question, Kayfae. Did you already have your inventory when you discovered Whatnot? Yeah, I was already selling on, I was actually already selling on the Bay. I mean, I can say the eBay. I was selling on eBay and doing really well over there. But my inventory moved, but not as fast as I wanted it to. So I still kept my inventory over there because why would I get rid of that selling platform when I was doing pretty good? But Whatnot moved, my inventory moved way faster back then. Because again, there wasn't as many sellers. And when you're new on Whatnot, oh, thumbs up because of the Apple stuff. It does that. When you're new on Whatnot, it's really exciting. Like when there's a new seller and you get to see what they're offering, right? That's kind of how it was on here. So I had a ton of inventory. I actually, when I look back, I have pictures of like my setup, and my area has been about the same. It's just I've added and changed the setup, the way it looks. Yeah, YouTube is a lot of work. I've watched a ton of sellers, like since they started, they had a few hundred subscribers, and a couple of them are resellers and create pretty decent content. They have 400 and 500,000 now, and that's only after 5 years. But they were hitting it hard. They were making tons and tons and tons of content. So I feel like it's about 5 years where you can start getting some growth. As long, of course, just in my opinion, of course, if you're creating the right content, because it seems like people create really good content of thrifting, going to Goodwill all the time. That people want to see what's out there and what's on the shelf. What did you get? Did you score something? Also, what do you know? People love that. Well, nowadays I feel like on YouTube, they don't want all that fancy editing. Film it as you go. You love watching that? Yeah, I feel like now they really love, um, I love to watch videos that are unedited. Of course, I love those clean edits that are beautiful with little music and stuff, but that's not reality. That's not everyday life. So I don't know. Some of the Samsung cameras have a great recording app. You could do it right on your phone, have a nice phone mount, a gimbal that will not, move all over and make you get seasick. I have a gimbal like that, but I don't have an Android. I have another app in my iPhone, and I can film with it. And all my thrift shops around me are like, film, go ahead. We don't care. They gave me actually, two of them that are big chains were like, oh, do this and you can get free money. I was like, oh, really? But I haven't. I did start a second YouTube channel. I'm putting content on it now, and I'll probably share that later. Yeah. Is that what you have? I don't know what I have over here. I think I have a DJI, or I have no, I have an Insta360. I actually got it. I bought it on Whatnot. It's great. And it works with my iPhone either way. But I also have like a miniature. I have this camera I use now, and it pretty much is the tiniest. It's this big. So I can clip it on my shirt either this way. It's fabulous. I mean, it's about a $500 investment. It doesn't give you a good battery life, but it goes in another dock, and I use it when I stream on Whatnot too. Yeah, because nowadays, who wants to carry a bunch of? I mean, I carry heavy camera equipment now, but again, nobody really wants to carry that stuff. But it's really fun. I really love tech. I have way too much of it. Like tonight, the reason why my stream may look different is because I'm streaming with OBS. OBS is like a third-party piece of software that's free, but you need to have like a good computer that can handle it. Like mine is fairly not that old, but it has a really good processor. And I do it all through the computer. Yeah, it's with OBS, and then it allows me to multicast. It allows me to add cute things like this. Overachievers love this stuff. All kinds of things I add into my stream to make it kind of fun. When I'm doing a flash sale, but it takes a lot of work to curate it to make it look like the way you want to have it. Thank you, C-Swan. Yeah, it's just fun. But again, I can take my phone and I could turn my phone into a camera, and I could scan my shelves with it while I'm using OBS. But again, I've made a lot of mistakes, which is okay. And I won't say it's perfected because nothing's perfect. There's always going to be something screwing up. But now I pretty much have it set up the way I want to have it. and I'm pretty happy with it. As making this a circle. And then the reason why it's black underneath is because this other camera's turned off. So this camera goes in like a ring light, and then I can either put stuff there, or I turn on my like Sony camera that's a DSLR just right above it, and then I can do rip or ship. I could turn it any way I want and then just run my auctions. Originally I just used my phone, but I like all the fun stuff. Also, it's hard to see on the screen. I like to, have all the bigger screens to be able to read everything. Look at that. It's almost an hour, so we'll be rating out in a few minutes. Yeah. Well, I made videos on it. Feel free to go watch those. I always do one-on-ones, so that's something you might want to consider if you want to get, OBS or get any help with selling. One of the things I started doing about 2 years ago is other people were doing different things, but I never really pushed it. But I started doing one-on-ones that people could basically hire me to coach them, teach them, train them how to do all those things. It's never about the tools, but sometimes it's not just about the tech. It's not about, things how to run in your show, but it's like a marketing. And sometimes people don't, they overlook those like basic things, like sharing their shows, how to create excitement in the show. And they overlook it. And I'm like, well, I watched your show. Here's a good idea for you to do. So I've been doing that actually with a lot of sellers. I've got a couple of them that I'm working with every month. I actually have 4 of them I got to go book this week, for next week. So I have 4 people that have already purchased them. And it's just for 1 hour. I used to do longer, but now when I get, you get more people that want to sign up for it. And it's not for free. I mean, usually we're on for more than an hour, but I try to help. I did one for OBS. I did one for thermal printers. And the reason why I do these is because there are some people that come to my chat shows and they're really nervous about asking people questions, about asking me. They'd rather do it in a one-on-one setting. So that's why I offer that. So our time is up. I really enjoyed chatting with you guys on Happi Habits. I know I did all the talking, and I appreciate the questions you guys did ask. But the rules are, and it's hard to stick to rules, but I love healthy boundaries, is 20 minutes or an hour, and we are exactly 1 hour. So let me find someone to raid real quick. And then I'm going to raid, and I will be back on probably tomorrow morning. I'm probably the last person. I think tonight. I think everybody's in bed. So let me just peek. I appreciate you guys being here. Give me a sec. Shows. I think there's not one until like 3 in the morning. Okay, that's okay. Well, the challenge for this year is closed. She'll probably have another one next year. She's been talking about it for the whole month of October. I'm the last one tonight. Okay. So follow Shop Happi 2019. Okay. Shop Happi 2019. She's amazing. And you could go watch the other sellers. They had one back in August, and I missed that one because my mom had passed away, and I was not ready. I was not ready to do a challenge. I could barely even remember anything at that time. So I appreciate you. You made some earrings? All right, let me see who's on. I always like to raid somebody who's, kind of got a quiet show. All right, I'm going to raid her. You guys, I appreciate you so much. We're going to do the raid because I'm sticking to it. I don't know her, but hold on. I'm trying to see. Oh, she's selling vintage. Okay. I don't. Oh, I can't raid. I can't raid someone with 4-day ship time. That's just, no. Got to have good shipping. Yeah, got to have less than 4 days. All right, let's try this person. I don't think I know them. Okay, we're going to raid. Yeah, I can't do 4 day. You got to have 1 day when I raid you. Yeah, I'm very picky because I'm big on the shipping. When we raid over, if you're in the Shop Happi challenge, You can copy the emoji that Andy has there. Otherwise, you can drop some, oh, why didn't it read? That's weird. There it goes. Okay. You guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hopefully you learned something a little bit new about me that you didn't know. And I'll see you guys later. Also, I love ASMR. Good night, everybody.